Whether you're an MMO veteran or a beginner setting out on their first journey, or one of many WoW refugees out there, Final Fantasy XIV has been steadily gaining popularity over the last few months. With the Shadowbringers expansion just released, this is a great time to jump into a game if you're looking to fill that MMO void in your life. My name is Sheil, and in today's Hot Take, we're going to be taking a look at the state of Final Fantasy XIV, and what that means for the community. Final Fantasy starts out as a normal cookie-cutter adventure, but you learn very quickly that you're meant for greatness in the land of Eorzea. The mechanics and tab targeting combat system should feel familiar to seasoned MMO players. But if you're just starting out, don't worry, you'll pick up the systems fast thanks to the natural progression of the game. Over the course of nearly 10 years, Square Enix has been able to keep the content of Final Fantasy relevant. In most MMOs, you'd be able to skip or blaze through old content because it just wouldn't matter. But Final Fantasy XIV has continued to evolve their experience so that all of their hard work stays relevant to any and all players. The sheer scope of that content may turn some players off, but the truth is the game isn't about maxing out your character and reaching the endgame at a breakneck pace. It's about the story. Games like Final Fantasy XIV and Star Wars: The Old Republic has chosen to put more stock in their writing and characters, and that's what sets this game apart in 2019. It's almost like experiencing an interactive television series with you at the center. While the leveling experience can be a bit daunting, it's one of the best in comparisons to the dozens of other MMOs I've played over the years. If you fail to read dialogue or skip cutscenes, you'll find yourself running from quest to quest, not engaging yourself with the world around you. The team has taken the time to really flesh out each quest, so skipping through them all will leave you with an empty sense of accomplishment. While the story and engagement is great, this is a fantasy MMO after all, and you'd better believe there's plenty of combat to keep you entertained. While starting out could be a bit slow, the intensity and speed of the combat picks up quickly as you begin to weave more abilities into your global cooldown window. All in all, the experience is a bit slower than games like World of Warcraft or combat-oriented games like Blade & Soul or Black Desert with their rapid, fast-paced gameplay. Luckily, the experience is not cheapened by the slower pace. And as I said before, the game managed to keep all their content relevant as you work your way up towards max level. Abilities used at low levels will play a big part in high-level rotations, so the game keeps building on the knowledge you've gained throughout your experience. Where Final Fantasy doesn't change is with its holy trinity of tank, DPS, and healer model. But unlike other games, classes are called jobs in the Final Fantasy universe. This unique system allows players to level up one character with every job if they choose to. It's designed to cut down on the number of alts players are expected to maintain. If you main a DPS, but your friend is looking for a tank and you have one leveled up, simply switch your gear set and you're ready to go. At first, I struggled to wrap my head around this concept as I thought it would take away from my character's uniqueness, but after months of playing, it's awesome to be able to have one character to do it all. Final Fantasy uses the system called Level Sync that allows you to seamlessly match the world around you, with the movesets that fit those challenges. For instance, helping a friend in a lower level dungeon will bring your overall level back down, but restricting some of the higher end moves. But you'll still be able to manage to maintain some rewards that fit your current level. At first, this system can be a bit disorienting, but you'll quickly get the hang of the system that's designed to allow for a better gaming experience. If you're just here for the story and leveling, that's great, but we all know that there's a lot of MMO fans out there that are looking for a greater challenge in their games. As someone that has cleared all of the normal versions of every dungeon, trial, and endgame raid, I have to say they are fantastic. Each is designed with incredible detail and are challenging enough that you can't mindlessly blaze through them. Luckily, if you do struggle, the Final Fantasy community is usually patient enough to help you through any trouble spots. It's the sense of community that really ties together a modern MMO and puts a point on something online gaming has been struggling to recapture since the early days of massive multiplayer online gaming. Outside the dungeons, there is plenty to do, like crafting, treasure hunting, fates, reputation, beast tribes, hunts, trials, mounts, pets, glamour, player housing, and if you like gambling, there's a casino. Each experience is engaging in its own way, and players are invited to find those subsystems that they enjoy most. Nothing requires you to engage with any of these optional systems, but it's a lot to experience and enjoy after nearly 10 years of development. There's a lot to talk about with this game, and I'm still learning things new every day. New features, new mini-games, new ways of doing things. It's the closest I could get to that feeling of playing an MMO for the first time. And if you're anything like me, that void has been very hard to fill ever since World of Warcraft started to go downhill. Final Fantasy XIV is worth checking out for anyone that's looking for a new experience. Players could capitalize on a free trial for the game, but after that you'll have to purchase the base game and expansions, which are reasonably priced. Final Fantasy is also one of the few games that still does have a monthly subscription, but if you find yourself enjoying the online experience, it's well worth the few bucks for countless hours each month. If you're on the fence or you do have questions about the game before jumping in, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Or consider joining me and the rest of the Game Gurus on Discord, where you could connect with me and hundreds of fellow video game fans. My name is Sheil, and whether it's magic, mystery, or mayhem, remember, the Game Gurus are here for you.